Hey, what's going on everybody? My name is Deeks and welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Heartless 1 broadcast. This time it is going to be another set, I guess, another set of games from WCS Europe 2013 Challenger League. It is going to be game 1 in the series between the Red Zerg player LiquidRet and the Blue Zerg player K3's Vortix. Vortix, however, recently was picked up by Mouse, so Vortix, along with his brother Lucifron, are now on, I believe it's Mouse Esports instead of K3. So Vortix is no longer on K3 but on Mouse. But that doesn't matter because he is still a pretty decent player, and LiquidRet, obviously on Team Liquid, known for being one of those players who just has the ability to make so many drones as a Zerg player and somehow just not lose immediately. He makes like 80 drones extremely quickly, extremely easily, somehow doesn't lose to anything, somehow stays alive. But yes, this is a Zerg versus Zerg, and I know it's probably just, oh my god, it's going to be Muta versus Muta again. But you know what? I think Muta versus Muta is kind of decreasing just a little bit, just from experience of seeing some Zerg versus Zerg games, just from playing Zerg versus Zerg myself. Just I feel like Muta versus Muta has been going down as the as the spore crawler buff has come in, as players start to use more roach-based plays. So we'll see if there is no Muta on Muta, although this map is Daybreak, so this map does favor Muta play, just because of there's so much open airspace. It's quite an open map, so there's lots of space where Mutas could be extremely useful. So we'll just have to see. This map does allow for a lot of Muta play, but we will see if either player does go for Muta play. And as this game continues, Vortix did not go for hatchery first. Well, Rhett did. Rhett got hatchery, gas pool, extremely greedy, extremely economical play. While Vortix did go for a pool and then gas, pool then hatchery. No gas quite yet. Here comes the gas right now. 2 Zerglings coming out from Vortix. So not really going to put on any pressure with his early lings. He does know about that hatchery. Yes, he does. He does know about that hatchery, so he could put on some pressure against Rhett if he really wanted to, but it does not look like he will do that. He's just going to get some 2 Zerglings, try to scout out his opponent just a little bit more, and then both players will go from there. Rhett is already about to get Zergling speed. His spawning pool is going to finish, so he will get Zergling speed quite quickly right after that. You can see the drone count is pretty even so far. This is a mirror matchup, and both players are starting to get queens. Rhett getting double queen. No transferring of drones quite yet. Will either player transfer any drones down? I don't know, but Vortix is transferring his queen down, and Vortix actually has a lot of overlords on the map, just seeing, but 2 Zerglings chasing 2 more Zerglings, and Vortix is going to get a full scout on LiquidRet's base, but not that it really matters, not that LiquidRet has really any particular attack. He will see the gas, and maybe saw that the spawning pool was jiggling about, indicating a research of Zergling speed, but other than that, did he see the baling nest? Yes, he did. So he did see that baling nest going down. Should know that it's a baling nest, and but he won't really see anything else too difficult. Will Vortix put down his own? Yes, he will put down a baling nest. Defensive baling nests are quite popular nowadays, along with a spine crawler. Baling nest, spine crawler. Sometimes the spine crawler is not entirely necessary, but it is optional if you want slightly more defense. He could lose some of those Zerglings, but no, Vortix with great control, allowing that one Zergling to live. And this queen is quite protected in this area right here. She can just hide behind the baling nest and the spine crawler, not really get surrounded too much. Both players joining up quite heavily. Both players even on harvesters, and Red getting an evolution chamber quite quickly. Could this be? Yes, +1 carapace. Yes, so +1 carapace will allow his Zerglings to survive a baling hit with 1 hit point. They do have 35 health. Balings, I think, do 35 damage versus like units, so +1 armor will allow Zerglings to survive a baling hit with 1 health. Of course, they'll die in one extra hit from another Zergling, but I don't know. I guess staying alive, being able to stay alive with a +1 carapace is quite nice. Vortix getting gas very quickly. In fact, both players getting gas very, very quickly. So I do think this is Muta play, especially from Vortix, since he got his lair so quickly. Rhett has not gotten his lair quite yet, so I don't think he's going to go for Muta play. So I doubt Rhett is going to go for Muta play. Will he put on a rich one? No, he's just going to go for a quick hatchery, I think. That's what he's sending this drone down for, but he doesn't have enough money for it. He hasn't started a lair, only has 3 gas, so he's not going to go for mutas. But what will he go for? He's going to go for an early third base. That is kind of risky. Vortix could build a lot of Zerglings and put a lot of pressure on. He is getting his Spire right now. Vortix going for those Muta risks. And so he will be able to start controlling the airspace and keeping air control, map control the entire time, as long as he has those mutas. How will Rhett respond? Does he know about the... No, he does not know about it. He does see those 2 gases, though. He could presume that there may be a Spire attack coming, but he has not seen the lair either. Will Rhett see anything with these Zerglings? Not quite yet. Not going to run them into Vortix's base since there are a lot of banelings. But Rhett trying to put on some baneling pressure right now. Can Vortix hold off this attack? He is quite heavily supply blocked. Rhett is only just now getting his lair is only about halfway done. What are these banelings doing? Going to try to go for those. Oh yeah, actually canceling Rhett's banelings. A nice play right there. But a lot of Zerglings streaming out from Rhett. Could he just trying to go for a bus right now? Or are a lot of Zerglings, but Vortix has a lot of banelings, and his Spire is about to finish. Although he has spent a lot of money on Zerglings, so he won't be able to get as many mutas as he would like. And Rhett just chilling back, not letting Vortix take a third base. And so he's just not really putting on any pressure, but just indirect pressure. That baneling hit, that could have been bad if that baneling connected on those Zerglings. And Vortix can go for a counterattack, but Rhett does have units over here to defend. That's not enough Zerglings, I don't think, but he does have +1 carapace, so that will go in his favor. Yeah, he does actually have 1-1, so he may have less Zerglings, but I think his Zerglings with superior upgrades will be able to win that, and losing a whole bunch of Zerglings right here is Rhett, I think. And but he does have more Zerglings coming in over here to try to keep it contained on Vortix. Rhett getting some Spore Crawlers. Has he seen that Spire? No, he has not seen that Spire, but I think with all this, yeah, he does see those Mutalisks now, but Rhett just going straight for Infestation Pit. No Hydras or anything like that, just going straight for Infestors or a Swarm Host or whatever he's going to go for, but I do think it is Infestors and not quite Swarm Host. This we're going to get taken out, not too bad. Rhett's getting his hatchery established. He does not have 2 gases quite yet, but he does have a surplus of gas, so he doesn't really need to get that 5th and 6th gas quite yet. Come on, computer, stop dropping frames. Vortix going to get kill off some Overlords, getting I think he was getting centrifugal hooks there for just a second. Yeah, he did cancel that centrifugal hooks for those banelings, so I think he was trying to save gas. Right now getting a lot of Overlords and Pathogen Glands. Gonna try to transition over to Infestors, but there's no Roaches, no Hydras, nothing of that sort to protect those Roaches, those Infestors. Just Zerglings going in could cancel off this hatchery over here, and Rhett's Zerglings with superior numbers and definitely superior upgrades, just trashing Vortix's Zerglings, but he does have to be careful he doesn't lose any banelings, but there are no banelings. He's just going to run straight into the base, and this Queen is going to get taken out. Rhett can go straight for the drones, and Vortix does not have enough Zerglings to be able to deal with this. Muta is forced to stay on Vortix's side of the map. Vortix's Mutas can't put any pressure on Rhett, so great play here by Rhett. His Zerglings with superior upgrades just trashing Vortix's Zerglings quite easily. How many drones did go down? 12 drones. LiquidRet has killed 12 drones, and now these Mutas are free to go across the map to LiquidRet's side of the base. Rhett is now just getting a Roach 1 and 7 Infestors. There is only 1 Spore Crawler here though, and these how many Mutas is this? How many? 16 Mutas could deal a lot of damage very quickly because 2 Spore Crawlers isn't going to be enough. Spore Crawlers are good against small numbers of Mutas, but not really against large numbers. Rhett getting a lot of Infestors. How many Infestors are on the field right now? 5, and 2 more coming out on the field. Rhett should get some Roaches very soon. His main base, his third base, excuse me, is quite well established. There are no drones. There goes those drones, mining those bases, and he is quite ahead on supply count, and on a worker count, excuse me, and his supply is gonna increase because of that. Vortix just on 2 bases, not really able to do anything, not quite able to establish his base, and he's just forced to defend, lest Rhett's Zerglings just continue to deny that 3rd base. So these Mutas are kind of forced to stay on Rhett's side of the map, on Vortix's side of the map, excuse me, with all the threat of counterattack. and Vortix does have inferior Zerglings, so he does have to rely kind of on Mutas to be able to defend his third base and stuff, and more Zerglings going to move out on a counterattack. Vortix does not have really any Zerglings here. He's going to be forced to pull these Mutas back again to be able to defend his third base and stuff, and this is... Oh, Rhett's going to run up into the main base again, and these Zerglings are just going to trash all of these drones yet again. Queen could also go down, lots of drones going down. Vortix not pulling away his drones, now pulling away his drones, and these Zerglings continue to wreak havoc yet again. Muta is forced to defend for these drones, and inferior Zerglings are... Vortix's Zerglings are inferior, so LiquidRet has full reign with his Zerglings, and just keeping pressure on Vortix, not allowing his Mutas, Vortix's Mutas to put pressure on Rhett. And just a great play from Rhett, not letting these Mutas really do a whole lot on his side of the map. And Rhett now starting to build up a Roach Hydra Infestor. That is a lot of nearly full energy Infestors. That will be bad news for those Mutas if Rhett can land some really good Fuggles. And Zerglings have been cleaned up, but how much economic damage? 43! That's a lot of drones have been killed. So that's a lot of drones. Vortix sub 100 supply, only now getting above 100 supply. Rhett is nearly double, 170 supply ahead, and now getting a lot of Infestors getting +2/+2 attack. And Vortix trying to transition into Roaches himself, I think, yeah, but only 5 Roaches. His army is really suffering, not able to build up an army since his economy has been tanked so much by Rhett's counterattacks. Vortix not even able to use these Mutas to put any pressure on Rhett. So Rhett just going to move across the map right now. 2-2 is not done, but I don't think he needs it. He has plenty of Hydras, plenty of Roaches, plenty of Infestors with full energy. He needs to be able to deal tons and tons of damage to these Mutas, and Vortix looks to be in a lot of trouble. I don't think Vortix will be able to survive this onslaught, and as Rhett approaches his base with a maxed out army and Infestors with full energy, +2/+2, not even going to wait for it. He's just going to go straight in for the kill. There are a lot of Mutas here, and one Infestor could get a fungal growth off, but... Oh, actually, Vortix has a lot of Infestors. Good fungals coming down. Not quite as my computer drops frames, but Rhett with his own good fungals. No, frame drop. And Rhett's going to throw out a bunch of Infestors. Fungal nabbing all of those Mutas, and Rhett with his Roaches and Hydra just going to bust through Vortix's. Vortix's army supply dropping very quickly, and Vortix is forced to GG, so... Rhett able to deal with Mutas quite well, just getting superior Lings with +1 carry pace, +1 melee, and just able to keep Vortix on the back foot. So great play there by Rhett as he wins game 1 in this best of whatever series. Thanks for watching.